Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can!
Grandpa! No, be careful! Grandpa, stop! Grandpa in my pocket! The thing about Grandpa is that he's always fun. We play lots of games.
3!
Oh, you won again!
I certainly did, Captain.
We read Captain Dumbledore stories.
Tennis racket sprung out of the side of the spaceship.
We share our ice cream. We suck up our spaghetti. And Grandpa is always like this. Well, not quite always. Because today, he was like this. Mum, Dad and my sister Jemima were away at a bike fair. And we were being looked after by Great Aunt Loretta, Grandpa's sister. Which meant we had to eat her weird meals and drink her green gloop.
Pardon me to be so rude. It was not me, it was my food. Oh, I see. So you're going to waste my sausage with sardine sauce and marmalade mash, are you?
Nope. Beowulf will eat it.
I didn't cook it for Beowulf. Smelly, scraggy little mutt. It's nothing but bother, that dog. Beowulf the bothersome.
Little did we know that today, Beowulf the Bothersome was going to turn into Beowulf the Brilliant!
Come on, let's get out of here. If I could get about more easily, I'd go and hide in the bike shop to get away from her.
Mum and Dad run the bike shop in our town. It's called the Sunnysands Lend It, Mend It and Vend It shop because they lend, mend and sell bikes. Mr. Like a Biker was looking after the shop while they were away. Now, Mr. Like a Biker is called Mr. Like a Biker because he says,
Ooh, I like a bike with silver trim. Ooh, I like a bell with a tuneful tinkle. Ooh, I like a helmet with sparkly stars on it.
Mr. Like a Biker likes to gear more than he likes cycling. So there's nothing that he enjoys more than looking after the bike shop.
At least I can have some fun with Mr. Like a Biker.
You can have some fun with me. Come on, out of that chair. We are going to do some exercises. You are so lazy. Oh, look at this dreadful old thing. You never wear it. I'm going to take it to the charity shop.
Oh, no, you're not!
Oh, yes, I am.
You give that to me! Thank you, Wolfie.
Ooh, I've had enough. You could have had my hand off then. That's it. He stays in the kitchen. Any more bother from you, and I'm taking you to the dog zone.
The dog's home!
Don't you worry, Jason. I've had enough of this. I'll tell you what. I'm going to make her love Wolfie by using this.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can!
Grandpa! Grandpa, get down! Come back!
Stop this wretched car, Jason!
Oh, I'm very sorry. Great Aunt Loretta thinks my car runs on batteries and that I'm the one who sets it off, when actually it's Grandpa's magic that makes it go. The car was empty. I had no idea where Grandpa was or what he was planning.
Oh, Grandpa's gone for a bit of a lie down, has he? Anything to get out of doing his exercises. Oh, it's that dog again. He's up to something.
I thought it was likely to be Grandpa who was up to something. Grandpa, why did you spill the green gloop?
So that Wolfie would lick it up and Loretta would love him.
But she was absolutely not going to love Wolfie.
Oh, that dog's been on the table after my gloop. Shoo!
Grandpa's first plan hadn't worked. Beowulf was in big trouble. Don't worry, Great Aunt Loretta, I'm here.
Me toe. Oh, I better sit down.
In fact, we were all in big trouble.
Me toe, me toe. Oh, fetch the frozen peas, Jason.
Great Aunt Loretta is always hurting her toe. And we have a pack of peas in the freezer that we always put on it.
Let Wolfie take them into her. Then she'll love him.
But Grandpa!
Go on. Go, Wolfie, go.
The bag had split and there were peas all over the floor.
Oh, this is the limit.
Grandpa needed another plan, and fast. He ran in from the kitchen and hid behind the sofa, just as Great Aunt Loretta switched on the vacuum cleaner.
You're a very bad dog, do you hear? When I've dealt with these peas, I'll deal with you.
Now I was really worried. There was no escape for Grandpa.
Oh, now something's got stuck in it.
Yes, something was definitely stuck in it. And that something was Grandpa.
Right, the vacuum cleaner is broken, and it's all Beowulf's fault. I am taking him to the dog's home.
But Great Aunt
No buts! I am taking him to the dog's home just as soon as I have been to the...
Great Aunt Loretta won't say the word toilet out loud because she thinks it's rude. Your plan hasn't worked, Grandpa.
Oh, we'll think of something.
I'm stuck! The door's stuck! Help! Help! It's jammed!
Don't panic, Great Aunt Loretta!
I am panicking! I'm going to climb out the window. I'll be out in a minute. Up she goes. Out I go. Help! I'm stuck! I'm stuck! I'm stuck in the window and it's all that dog's fault!
OK, so the bad news was that Great Aunt Loretta was stuck in the toilet window. The worst news was that Grandpa was stuck in the vacuum cleaner. But I had an idea for getting him out. If your mum and dad own a bike shop, there's always a bicycle pump around. So I pumped away down the tube, and suddenly... Grandpa was free! But what were we going to do about Great Aunt Loretta? Sure enough, Grandpa had an idea.
Wolfie, go and get help. Go and fetch Mr. Like a Biker.
So Beowulf ran all the way to the bike shop. And he barked and barked at Mr. Like a Biker until at last Mr. Like a Biker said,
Oh, you want me to come? Oh, right, hang on.
So Mr. Like a Biker set off at breakneck speed with Beowulf on the bike.
Oh, whoa! Never fear, Like a Biker's here! Oh, I do like a damsel in distress.
Mr. Like a Biker got the window up and rescued Great Aunt Loretta.
That's it, I've got you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, it's not me you have to thank. It's Beowulf. He's the one who came to find me. He's a brilliant dog.
Oh, he is. He is. He is Beowulf the Brilliant.
Take your cap off! Quick, Grandpa! Grandpa soon whipped off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size.
Did we do it, Jason? Did we get Great Aunt Loretta to love Wolfie?
We did!
Teamwork, eh?
Teamwork!
Such a lovely boy.
I unblocked the cleaner, but sorry about all the mess.
Oh, what's a bit of mess between friends, eh? Oh, such a lovely boy. What's that you've got on your shoulder, Grandpa?
Oh, it's only a bit of fluff.
Bit of fluff, eh? Where have you been? In the vacuum cleaner?
Grandpa in my pocket!
Hello, little fella.
Jemima had brought her school hamster home for the weekend because it was her turn to look after him.
So what's your name then, eh?
He's called Julian, Grandpa.
Julian. That's a funny name for a hamster, eh, Beowulf?
You're going to have the best time ever. Nobody else can handle you as well as I can.
Little did we know that today we were all going to learn how to handle a hamster.
I'm going to ask Dad if I can have a hamster of my own, Grandpa.
Oh, you are you?
Now Dad was in the garden sawing some wood. He was going to mend a hole in the floor in the downstairs toilet. Dad's always mending things, especially bikes, because he runs the bike shop in town. He fixes tyres and wheels and chains He's really good at fixing bikes, but not quite so good at fixing other things.
Don't go in the downstairs toilet, Grandpa. I'm fixing a hole in the floor.
Dad, Dad, Dad! Please, can I have a hamster like Julian? Please?
Well, if you show me you can look after Julian, I might just think about it.
Yes! Come on, let's make you comfy. Aw, I wish Mum could see you, Julian.
Mum was away on a cooking course. Cooking was her latest hobby. Mum's always taking up new hobbies. 1 week it's karate, then it's salsa dancing, then cake decorating, the ukulele, knitting, opera singing, but she's left us this. A scrummy sausage stew to heat up for our tea.
Sausage stew. Oh, our favourite, eh, Wolfie? I can smell a sausage stew a mile away. Do you fancy a bit of sausage, Julian?
No, Grandpa. Hamsters eat seeds.
And they drink water. I'll fill this up.
No, I'll do it, Jason. Let me.
Come on, then. There we are. Uh-oh. The door's open. He's out. He's out. Jemima! Jason!
What's the matter, Grandpa?
Jemima soon found out what the matter was. Julian had gone.
Julian's gone! Jason, it's your fault. You shouldn't have taken the bottle.
I was only trying to help.
He could be anywhere. Maybe he's in the kitchen.
He's so small, he can get into really tiny places.
A bit like me, eh? I can get into really tiny places when I'm small.
Uh-oh, Grandpa was thinking of using his shrinking cap.
I'll find Julian.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can.
Grandpa, come back! You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of magical things. Get down, Grandpa! He can fly off in my plane. Grandpa, stop! He can get into my car and make it go. You know, once Grandpa's got an idea in his head, there's no stopping him. He drove my car into the hallway just as Jemima came back in.
He's not in the kitchen. We mustn't tell Dad or I'll never get my own hamster.
Bit too long, this one. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Ah, Grandpa gone for a little lie down, has he? Oh well, I'll try this again.
Whenever Grandpa shrinks, everyone thinks he's gone for a lie down. Except me, of course.
Why does Grandpa have to go and lie down just when we need him?
But Jemima grabbed her chance. Off she went to look for Julian in the toilet while Dad was gone. Meanwhile, Grandpa was waiting for his chance in my car in the hall. Then suddenly we heard...
Ah! Oh no! No! Julian's gone through the hole in the toilet. He'll be under the floorboards or we'll never find him now.
Oh, yes, we will.
Grandpa was off. He zoomed through the kitchen, and Jemima was too busy crying to notice him. I rushed after him into the toilet, but by the time I got there, Grandpa had gone. So, not only was Julian under the floorboards, but so was Grandpa.
Julian! Julian! Come out. I know you're here somewhere. Ah, there you are. Come on. Come on, little chap, don't be frightened. I'm only trying to help you. It's all right, Julian. Don't be frightened. Hang in there, Julian. Come back, Julian. Where are you? Come back, Julian!
Come back, Julian. Please come back. Please, Julian.
This time, Grandpa had gone too far. I was worried that he'd come out of the hole instead of Julian. But Grandpa wasn't about to come out because...
I'm completely lost. Bother.
I was trying to work out what to do when suddenly I heard... Are you there, Grandpa?
Yes! Can you hear me?
Yes. Are you all right?
Yes, but I'm a little bit lost.
What shall I do?
Put the hamster food next to the hole. Julian will smell it and come on out.
But how can I get you out, Grandpa?
Oh, you'll think of something.
What are you doing, Jason?
Nothing.
What are you doing, Jemima?
Nothing.
We'll have to tell Dad where Julian is. He's about to cover up the hole.
I know. And if he does that, I'll never see Julian again.
Of course, I was worried that I'd never see Grandpa again. The thing about Grandpa is that he's always fun. We play lots of games.
I certainly did, Captain.
We read Captain Dumble-twit stories.
And his racket sprung out of the side of the spaceship.
We share our ice cream. We suck up our spaghetti. And Grandpa is always like this. And just then, Dad came back out of the toilet with the plank.
Wrong size. Too short this time. Try again.
I've got a plan. Listen. Jemima put the hamster food in front of the hole so that Julian would smell it.
At last, you've had a good idea, Jason.
Thanks. I couldn't tell her that it was actually Grandpa's good idea. We waited really quietly, both hoping that Julian would smell the food and come out.
You're so cute. I'm so glad I found you.
The good news was that Julian was safe and sound. The bad news was that Grandpa was still under the floorboards.
Jemima, can you help me measure this, please?
Luckily, Dad called Jemima. I just had a few minutes to rescue Grandpa. I needed the plan, and I needed it fast. If Julian could find his way back by smelling his favourite food, then maybe it could work for Grandpa too. So I put the cold sausage stew down by the hole in the toilet.
Sausage stew. I could smell sausage stew a mile away.
Grandpa, you came back!
Of course I came back. I wasn't going to miss out on the sausage stew.
Quick, get to your chair. Grandpa soon whipped off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size. He was back in his chair just as Dad and Jemima came in with a new plank.
Third time lucky.
Well, Julian, I said I'd find you, and I did. Couldn't have done it without Jason, though. Teamwork, eh?
Teamwork. Grandpa really enjoyed his sausage stew.
Wolfie, come on.
And so did Beowulf.
Good boy.
Guess what? Dad said I could have a hamster of my own if I want one. But I think they're too much work.
So do I.
Huh? What do you mean, Grandpa? You didn't do anything.
Oh, didn't I?
Grandpa in my pocket!
Where is it? What time is it on?
It was school holiday time. Mum was away on a course. She had a new hobby, knitting. Well, Grandpa was looking forward to his favourite TV show.
Ah, Captain Dumbletwit and the Invasion of the Alien Poodles. It's on in 10 minutes and again this evening.
This was bad news for Beowulf, because he isn't keen on the alien poodles. But I had some bad news for Grandpa too. Grandpa, Dad wants me to go to the bike shop with him.
What? I can't watch Captain Dumbletwit without you.
Mum's latest creation. What'd you think? Just make some sandwiches, Jason. Busy day ahead.
Oh yes, we were definitely going to be busy in Mum and Dad's shop today. Because today was the day of Mr. Leica Biker's Big Mountain Mission. Now, Mr. Leica Biker is called Mr. Leica Biker because he says,
Ooh, I like a bike with silver trim. Ooh, I like a bell with a tuneful tinkle. Ooh, I like a helmet with sparkly stars on it.
Mr. Leica Biker likes to gear more than he likes cycling.
If Mr. Leica Biker's going to be in the shop, you're going to need all the help you can get.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can.
Grandpa!
You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of magical things. He can get into my car and make it go. He can fly off in my plane.
Hurry up, Jason.
Thank goodness Dad hadn't spotted Grandpa. I'm the only one who knows about his shrinking cap, you see.
Jason!
It was no good. I had to go. So Dad and I set off in Campo, and Dad said...
I hope Grandpa will be all right.
And I said, so do I. And Dad said...
I hate leaving him at home.
I had a funny feeling that Grandpa wasn't planning to be left at home.
Ooh, I like a hat with fluffy pom-poms.
Mr. Leica Biker was very keen on Mum's new hobby.
Ooh, and I like a scarf with twiddly tassels. Oh, yeah.
He was doing a sponsored bike ride up Misty Moor Mountain today to raise money for... the Sunnysands Young at Heart Club. Grandpa belongs to the club, and the sponsorship money would mean they could all go on an outing. And speaking of outings, suddenly in flew Grandpa. He crashed into a box of bike lights.
I don't think much of those runway lights.
Of course, I had to pretend I'd made the noise. Sorry, problem with the box of lights.
Oh, I like a new set of lights.
Shall we just get the glove choosing done first?
Oh, okay.
I've come to help him choose, otherwise he'll never leave the shop.
Grandpa!
And if he doesn't leave the shop, he won't do the sponsored bike ride.
Come back!
And if he doesn't do the ride, the Sunnysands Young at Heart Club won't get their outing.
Careful! Grandpa had knocked a whole lot of first aid kits off the shelf. Of course, I had to pretend it was me again. Sorry. Problem with the first aid kits.
Oh, I like a new first aid kit. Yes.
Shall we just get the glove choosing done first?
Okay, yes, right.
Won't be a minute.
So Grandpa had come to help Mr. Like a Biker choose things quickly. I was wondering what kind of plan he had for this, but I didn't have to wonder for long. Grandpa had got inside a glove.
The Sunnysands club members are coming to wave you off. They'll be here any minute.
Ooh.
Have you chosen?
Well, I think, yes. I'd like the one that beckoned to me.
You'd like the one that beckoned to you.
Yes, it was almost as if it was saying, pick me, pick me.
You'll be wanting its friend too, then.
Oh, yes, right, thank you. Oh, I like a roomy backpack.
I wondered how Grandpa was going to get Mr. Like a Biker to choose a backpack quickly, but I didn't have to wonder for long.
That one. Oh, it was almost as if it was waving at me, saying, pick me. Oh, I like a shiny new pump.
Then one by one, Grandpa's friends started to arrive to see Mr. Like a Biker off on his big mountain mission. And I knew exactly what Grandpa was planning to do with the bike pump.
Well, what do you know? It's almost as if it's saying, pick me.
As Mr. Like a Biker carried on choosing things, Grandpa's friends were all getting tired of waiting. And poor Dad was nearly collapsing under the weight of all Mr. Like a Biker's stuff. But now was the moment when Mr. Like a Biker needed to choose a bike.
Oh, I like the GT Dragon Slam 200. Or maybe I should go for the full suspension Viking MTB. Oh no, I think I might need the Simba Hypo Deluxe 309.
I had no idea where Grandpa was or what his next plan would be. And the young at heart had got tired of waiting. I was just beginning to think that Mr. Like a Biker would never get off on his bike ride when...
Oh, it rang its bell for me. It's almost as if it said, pick me.
At long last, it was time for him to set off. But Grandpa was missing again. Where was he now? This time, Grandpa had gone too far. The good news was that Mr. Like a Biker had gone on his big mountain mission. The bad news was that Grandpa had gone with him. As the day went on, I imagined Grandpa stuck in the wind and rain, with no warm coat or hat or anything. But it turned out I was wrong.
Oh, this is the life.
Mr. Like a Biker, as usual, wasn't doing much biking at all.
Ooh, after all that choosing, I'm a bit too tired to bike up Misty Moor Mountain.
You'd better not be too tired.
Pardon?
If you don't get up that mountain, then the Sunnysands Young at Heart Club won't get their outing.
You're speaking to me. You really are. You are a truly magical bike. I love you.
Yes, well, enough of all that. Just get back up on me, smartish, and pedal me up that mountain. Go on! You can do it! Come on there! Faster, faster! Come on! You can do it!
Grandpa, pretending to be a magic bike, cheered Mr. Like a Biker on until at last...
Yes, I did it! I did it! I did it! I got to the top! It's all thanks to my wonderful bike here. Do you know, it was almost as if he was talking to me, urging me on. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Let me take your backpack off, Mr. Like a Biker.
Oh, okay.
It must be really heavy and annoying. I whipped Grandpa out of the backpack. And soon he was back in the plane. Go, Grandpa, quick! And don't let them see you. You've got to get home before we do. You made it!
Of course I did. We're a great pair, Jason. It's teamwork.
Teamwork.
Hello, Grandpa. Mr. Like a Biker's big mountain mission was a big success.
Never.
So now you can go on the outing with your friends.
Whoopee!
I knew you'd be pleased, because you don't get out much, do you?
Captain Dumbletwit and the invasion of the alien poodles!
Grandpa in my pocket! The thing about Grandpa is that he's always fun. We play lots of games.
Read!
Oh, you won again!
I certainly did, Captain Dumbledore.
We read Captain Dumbletwit stories.
And his rocket sprung out of the side of the spaceship.
We share our ice cream. We suck up our spaghetti. And Grandpa is always like this.
Oh, this is looking good.
Grandpa was helping me count my pocket money. Because today, Mum was taking us to Mr. Whoops's shop to spend it.
You've got enough. Yippee!
Yes!
Let's go and get it.
By it, Grandpa meant the most amazing robot toy you could ever imagine. I first saw it weeks ago when I went to the toy shop with Troy, who lives next door. Wow! I'm going to save up for that robot. Isn't it brilliant?
It's all right, I suppose.
To me, it was much more than just all right. To me, it was the robot to beat all robots.
And today, the robot to beat all robots is going to belong to Jason Mason.
So, we all got into Campo and off we went. And Grandpa said...
Are we nearly there?
And Mum said...
Not quite, Grandpa.
And we all laughed. And when we arrived at Mr. Whoops's shop, I scrambled out of Campo and rushed to the window. But the robot had gone. I had my heart set on that robot, and nothing else in Mr. Whoops' shop would do. But Grandpa, being Grandpa, had a plan.
It's a plan to beat all plans, Jason. I promise you.
Back at home, Grandpa found some old bits and pieces that Dad used for mending bikes. And by halfway through the afternoon, we had this.
There! He's a triumph! You fancy a jammy jumbly? No, thanks. You can have it. Oh, thank you very much. Your friends won't be able to keep their hands off him. What should we call him, eh?
While we were thinking what we could call our robot, Mum came in.
Grandpa, haven't you gone for your little lie down? He's lovely. And you'll be able to show him off in a minute, because we're expecting a visitor.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, Troy's mum just rang. Said Troy was desperate to see you.
Troy?
We don't like this boy Troy much. He lives next door and he's always inviting himself round to play. He's very spoiled and he's very rude.
Na 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 na.
He does things like this.
I want it. No, me. Give it here.
And this.
But I want to play with it.
And this. And he makes Grandpa say,
I don't trust that boy Troy anywhere near our robot. This calls for drastic action.
"Not a shrinking gap, Grandpa." Grandpa, stop! You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of magical things. He can get into my car and make it go. Grandpa, watch out! He can ride on Gordon, my toy seagull. Grandpa, come back! Not the plane, Grandpa. He can fly off in my plane. Or he could just run for all he's worth. I'm the only one who knows about Grandpa's magic shrinking cap, and nobody else must see him. And now Troy was at the door.
I've got to show you something. Look at this.
The robot to beat all robots?
I got my dad to get it for me.
But you knew I was saving up for it.
Yeah, but my dad got to the shop before you did. So na 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 na. Watch. Get out the way! What is that? It's rubbish!
I picked up Troy's robot because I knew that was the only thing that could stop him.
Hey, give me that! You go play with your rubbish robot. It won't do any of the things that mine does.
Oh, yes, it will.
What?
The good news was that now I knew exactly where Grandpa was.
I said, oh, yes, it will.
The bad news was that he was right inside our robot.
Put me down, please.
So, this was Grandpa's latest plan. I wondered what he was going to think of next.
You are my master, Jason. You are my master, Jason. What can I do for you? Can I get you a drink? Can I help you with your homework?
That's so cool. Has it got a computer inside it or something?
Don't touch it or it'll stop.
Hello?
Hello, Troy.
He knows my name!
Of course I know your name. You are my master.
I'm his master! He says I'm his master now! What's your name?
Odd Botty.
Odd Botty. You're cool.
Yes, Odd Botty the Cool. That's me.
Hey, you know how you wanted this robot? Yes. I'll swap you. And I'll have Odd Botty.
Grandpa made it with me. You can't have it.
Yes, he can. He is my master.
See, he wants to belong to me. Oh, that's my mum. I'll see you later, Jason.
No, come back. Troy! I went to my room and looked out at the lighthouse. It started to get dark. I didn't want the shiny new robot. I just wanted Grandpa back. And so did Beowulf.
See, he wants to belong to me. To me. To me.
I was really worried. What if Mum found out that Grandpa wasn't in his room? But knowing Grandpa, he'd have a plan.
Read me a story.
I don't read stories to rude boys.
Oh, all right then. Get me my football.
I don't get things for rude boys.
Do as I tell you.
I don't do anything for rude boys. Especially rude boys who go buying a robot that they know their friend has saved up for. I just go to sleep.
Jason, time for supper. I'm just going to wake Grandpa up.
No!
I had to stop Mum from going into Grandpa's room.
Mum!
But luckily, the doorbell did it for me.
Now, who can that be?
It doesn't work. I want my one back. Told you it was rubbish. Mine was better.
I got Grandpa out of the robot as fast as I could and put him on the floor. He whipped off his cap and came back to his normal size.
Oh, you're up, Grandpa. Just in time for supper.
He won't go buying toys that you've saved up for again. Oh, no, Jason. We've taught that boy Troy a lesson. You, me, and Odd Botty here. It's teamwork, eh?
Teamwork. Later, when we were playing with Odd Botty, Mum came in and said,
That was really kind of you to swap the robots back again, Jason.
Oh, yes, it was.
For a moment I thought it spoke. But it was you, Grandpa.
we had the robot to beat all robots, and I had the grandpa to beat all grandpas. Grandpa in my pocket!
Are you ready, Jemima?
Just got to find my shoes.
Today, everyone was in a rush.
I'm late!
Dad was late for work, and I was going to the town hall with Mum and Jemima because a very important person was visiting Sunnysands.
I really don't know what all the fuss is about.
Here's what all the fuss was about. Her name was Princess Purpelovna. She was a very rich and a very famous film star who was known all over the world. Sunnysands had never had such an important visitor. And everyone was so excited.
I'm so excited. Apparently she's got a big idea for Sunnysands.
What kind of big idea?
Some kind of plan to make Sunnysands a better place.
I wonder if she's got a plan for my bike shop. I could do with some help there.
Yes, this was a day when we'd all find out about Princess Purpelovna's plan.
Right, I'm ready then. Off we go.
Oh, no, Grandpa. All that standing about outside the town hall, very tiring. You could watch it all on TV.
Found my shoes. Got to brush my hair.
I need lipstick.
If she's got some idea about making Sunnysands a better place, I want to know what it is. I'm coming too.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
Grandpa! You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of magical things. He can get into my car and make it go. He can fly off in my plane. He can ride on Gordon, my toy seagull. Or he could just run for all he's worth.
Hurry up, Jemima.
Mum and Jemima are coming. Quick, get down! I'm the only one who knows about Grandpa's shrinking cap. Hide! And nobody else is allowed to see him. Grandpa jumped straight into Dad's backpack.
Oh, Grandpa gone for a little lie down, has he? What a good idea.
Right, I'm off to the bike shop.
This was a disaster. Grandpa wanted to go to the town hall with us. But now he was going to the bike shop with Dad. Dad, can I come to the bike shop with you?
But don't you want to see Princess Purpelovna?
Not much. I like bikes more than princesses. So off I went with Dad and Grandpa to the bike shop.
What are we going to do today?
I'm afraid you're going to be rather bored, Jason.
Dad was right. And Grandpa was bored too. But we weren't going to be bored for long.
I am Igor.
Hello, Igor. How can I help?
My car, it is sick.
Your car is sick.
Yes, very sick car. And Princess Purpelovna, she is in the sick car.
Princess Purpelovna is in the car.
Yes, yes, please. I borrow spanner.
Of course.
Princess Purpelovna, she is very angry.
And Igor was right. Princess Purpelovna was very angry.
I am very angry.
She was very angry and very purple.
The car is sick, and I am sick too from all these windy roads.
Dad helped her to her chair. And I ran to get her some water.
The car, it is kaput, and the driver, he is useless too.
I'll go and see if I can help him.
It is a disgrace that I, the very rich, the very famous, the very beautiful Princess Purpelovna, should be stuck in this terrible bike shop in this terrible old town.
I knew Grandpa wouldn't like Sunnysands being called a terrible old town.
But I am going to make this terrible old town much better. Oh, yes. Can you guess how?
We were about to hear Princess Purpelovna's plan.
I am going to buy the whole of Sunnysands and paint it purple. Oh, but I'm feeling a little dizzy. I need a biscuit and a pickled cucumber.
I think I can do the biscuits. So now we knew the princess's plan. What plan would Grandpa have, I wondered? He wouldn't want Sunnysands to change one bit. Our town is called Sunnysands because it's always sunny and it's by the sea. We love spending time at our beach hut on the beach. And you can see the lighthouse from my bedroom window. This is Mum and Dad's bike shop. And here's Miss Smiley's cafe, which serves the best ice cream sundaes in the world. Then there's Mr. Whoops's shop, where you can buy anything and everything. Everyone loves Sunnysands, and nobody would want it to turn purple.
I saw a little man went pee-pee-pee-pee.
Of course, I knew just who the little man was.
Just need a bigger spanner. We're getting there. Are you feeling better?
A little man went pee-pee-pee-pee.
Look, you've had a long journey. You're tired. I'm sure if you eat that, you'll feel better.
I am not hungry. Here, you eat it.
Thanks.
Fetch me more water.
So off I went to fetch more water. I thought the princess would be looking for Grandpa while I was gone.
Where are you? Oh, the little pee-pee-pee-pee man.
This time, Grandpa had gone too far.
Stop!
And just when I thought the princess was going to find him...
Need bigger spanner.
Igor, you must catch for me little Pee man. He is so sweet.
You sit down. You rest.
I don't want to rest.
Yes, please, princess.
No, you find
Yes,
little
look.
Pee man. No, I don't.
I had found Grandpa, but what was his plan? And how could I help?
Psst. We've got to get her out of Sunnysands. Listen.
You sit down! I meant car.
I don't think you really want to live in Sunnysands, Princess. It isn't a fun place at all.
Any place that has a little Pee man is a fun place.
No, really, it's awful. We'd all like to live somewhere else.
Especially me.
Very wild.
Whatever was Grandpa thinking?
Oh, you must come with me to my country, far, far away.
Oh, yes, please.
And I will build you a little purple house inside my big purple palace. And we will both live happily ever after in purpleness.
Sounds wonderful. But we must go now.
But I don't have a car to go now.
We don't need a car. The shop is full of bikes.
Jump! Ready, Igor?
Nearly ready.
The good news was that Princess Purpelovna was leaving Sunnysands. The bad news was that Grandpa was in her handbag with a jar of pickled cucumbers. That gave me an idea. Before you go, Princess, please can I have another cucumber?
Of course you can. Help yourself. Tiggly, tiggly.
Oh, no, stop.
Tiggly, tiggly.
Please, please.
I had to give Grandpa time to escape. So I needed to make the most of the cucumber. Ah, it smells delicious. You smell it.
Mmm. Bite.
Mmm, delicious. Oh, I could live off these.
Careful you don't squish my little Pee man.
And at last they were off.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. I brought Grandpa home safely in my pocket. After his big adventure, I rushed into the house ahead of Dad. He took off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size.
We did it, Jason. She won't be visiting Sunnysands again with her purple plan. Teamwork.
Teamwork.
You were right to go and have a little lie down, Grandpa. She was bonkers. She thought there was a little man running around the bike shop.
Now that really is bonkers.
Grandpa in my pocket! This is me, Jason Mason. And this is my house, where I live with my mum, dad, sister, and Grandpa. And today, Grandpa was really excited because we were going to Miss Smiley's cafe.
The cafe? We're going to the cafe?
Yes, Grandpa.
Yes, hurry up now.
We were all off to Miss Smiley's cafe. Mum, Jemima, Grandpa, me. Oh, and Grandpa's sister, Great Aunt Loretta.
Get a move on, Grandpa.
I'll bring you back something yummy, Wolfie.
Grandpa, Jason, come on! So we all got into Campo and off we went. And Grandpa said,
Are we nearly there?
and Mum said,
Not yet, Grandpa.
And Grandpa said,
I'm going to have a double choc chip sundae and a sponge finger. 2 sponge fingers.
and Aunt Loretta said,
You'll be sick, you will.
and Grandpa said,
No, I won't. Oh, I love Miss Smiley's cafe.
What Grandpa didn't know was that lots of people who loved Miss Smiley's cafe would be there today because today was the day of Mr. Krumpgrumble's visit.
Mr. Krumpgrumble?
He's the taste tester from the town hall.
He's coming to taste Miss Smiley's food to see if she deserves a gold star.
5 gold stars for Miss Smiley, that's what I say.
Miss Smiley is called Miss Smiley because she's always smiling. She has the biggest smile in Sunnysands. And what's more, she makes the most delicious treats ever. Paradise pineapple pizza, and tropical smoothies, and cherry chunks, and the yummiest ice cream sundaes you've ever tasted. Her cafe is the best cafe in the world. But today, she wasn't looking like this. She was looking like this.
Mr. Krumpgrumble has closed down more cafes than Grandpa's had sponge fingers.
This is the best cafe in the world, this is.
Thank you, Grandpa.
We'll soon sort out Mr. Krumpgrumble.
Oh, you will you? I am Cyril Krumpgrumble, and I do the sorting out around here, not you, you funny little old man. Now, let me see. Where should I start? Oh.
He's dreadful. Miss Smiley is going to need our help.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa. Not here. Somebody will see you. You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of magical things.
Catch me if you can.
He can get into my car and make it go. He can ride on Gordon, my toy seagull. He can fly off in my plane. Or he could just run for all he's worth. And this time, he'd run. And I had no idea where he was. And then Mr. Krumpgrumble said,
The Paradise Pineapple Pizza isn't pineapple-y enough.
Who says it isn't pineapple-y enough?
The Tropical Smoothie isn't tropical enough.
He says it's not tropical enough.
And, oh, torture my taste buds. The cherry chunks only have 1 cherry on the top. I have to announce that this cafe is a disgrace. I'm going to close it down.
Suddenly I saw where Grandpa was hiding. But before I could do anything...
Ah! A rat! There's a rat! A rat under a cloth!
He's seen a rat! Ah!
Where are you, you little beast? I'll show you coming in this cafe.
Suddenly I saw the little beast. And then he ran.
Where are you? That'll see him off.
Yay! Mr. Krumpgrumble, you are my hero!
But Mr. Krumpgrumble was not a hero. The rat was still on the loose. Mr. Krumpgrumble heard it land.
It's back!
It's back! It's back!
All right. Where are you, you little monster?
But only I knew where the little monster was. I needed an idea. And fast. It's behind that flower pot! Before I I knew it, Grandpa had jumped into the food counter. It's gone under that table! When I looked back, Grandpa had made the pineapple pizza more pineapple-y. It's behind the curtain! And he'd made the tropical smoothie more tropical. It went in the cupboard!
I'll get you this time, you little whisker twitcher.
But the little whisker twitcher had been dealing with the cherry chunks. Get down, Grandpa, quick! Grandpa splashed through the mayonnaise and squelched through the jam and skidded across the chocolate.
That must have scared him off. Now, it's tasting time.
And quick as a flash, Grandpa found a hiding place.
Where's Grandpa?
It's probably in the...
Great Aunt Loretta won't say the word toilet out loud because she thinks it's rude.
Feeling sick, I shouldn't wonder.
I had to let Mum believe Grandpa was in the toilet, even though I knew he was in a sausage and egg baguette. And I had a job to do. Look, Mr. Krumpgrumble!
The pizza is much more pineapple-y. And the smoothie is much more tropical. And oh, the cherry chunks are now plastered with Cherry's deep joy.
Oh, Jason.
Of course, I had to pretend I'd done it.
Things are getting better in here. Now, I just have to decide what to try first.
And I was thinking, please let it not be the sausage and egg baguette. Not the sausage and egg baguette.
The sausage and egg baguette!
The bad news was that Grandpa was in the baguette. The worst news was...
Would you like it toasted, Mr. Krumpgrumble?
No! It's much better cold.
Ah, good advice. I like this boy.
Would you like it cut in half?
No! It's much better whole.
Quite right. Now, what's the best way to eat a baguette?
Start at one end and work your way down to the other. But everyone must close their eyes for the first bite.
Come on, do as the boy says.
Everyone closed their eyes and I held my breath. Mr. Krumpgrumble took a bite and yes, Grandpa shot out of the baguette like a cork out of a bottle. Off came his cap and there he was as good as new.
Yum. Very unusual. Mayonnaise, jam and chocolate. Open your eyes. Delicious.
What have you been up to, Grandpa?
Catching a rat, of course.
Grandpa caught the rat!
So, does Miss Smiley's cafe get 5 gold stars, Mr. Krumpgrumble?
But of course, this is without doubt the best cafe in the world.
Yes!
I knew we could do it, Jason. Teamwork. That's what it is.
Yup. Teamwork. So we all got into Campo and off we went. Knowing that Miss Smiley's cafe was still the best cafe in the world. Later, back at home, Grandpa gave Beowulf a cherry chunk, which was naughty because Beowulf isn't really allowed treats.
We all need treats, Jason. I certainly do. I caught a rat, remember?
I'll pop your shoes in the bedroom, Grandpa. They were filthy. If I didn't know better, I'd think you'd been paddling in chocolate.
Grandpa in my pocket! The thing about Grandpa is that he's always fun. We play lots of games.
3!
Oh, you won again!
I certainly did, Captain.
We read Captain Dumble-Twit stories.
The tennis racket sprung out of the side of the spaceship.
We share our ice cream. We suck up our spaghetti. And Grandpa is always like this.
That's it, Jason. I love the drawbridge.
Thanks, Grandpa. And here's the last flag.
One of the things I like doing best with Grandpa is making pictures. And this one was for a special reason. It was part of our plan for taking part in the Sunnysands Sandcastle competition.
That's exactly how it's going to look.
A winner if ever I saw one.
Well done. It's great.
Great, it's more than great. It's splendiferous.
Grandpa was right. Our sandcastle was going to be the most splendiferous sandcastle in Sunnysands. Our town is called Sunnysands because it's always sunny and it's by the sea. We love spending time at our beach hut on the beach. And you can see the lighthouse from my bedroom window. This is Mum and Dad's bike shop. And here's Miss Smiley's cafe, which serves the best ice cream sundaes in the world. Then there's Mr. Whoops's shop, where you can buy anything and everything. Everyone loves Sunnysands.
There's just one thing more we need. Get the treasure chest, Jason.
Grandpa opened his treasure chest. It's where he keeps all the things he had when he was a boy. There are rattles, and a funny monkey, toy boats and trains, and today he'd found this.
A knight. We'll stick him on the top. He can be our guard.
Brilliant. Thanks, Grandpa.
Are we ready to go then?
Yes? Come on. Oh, this is going to be such fun.
So I got into camper with Dad and Grandpa, and we set off for the beach. And Dad said,
Do you need any help with the sandcastle? Only I'd like to repaint the beach hut this afternoon.
and Grandpa said,
Oh, we'll manage just the two of us, won't we, Jason?
and I said, Of course, Grandpa. And Grandpa said,
I can see the sea.
We got to the beach and started to build our castle. And soon it was time to stand Grandpa's knight on top.
Right a bit, no, a bit more left. There. That's perfect.
Well, that is definitely splendiferous.
Don't forget the flag, Jason.
We were so busy admiring the sandcastle and deciding where to put the flag, we didn't notice that someone else had arrived on the beach. Troy!
Look, Dad, what a rubbish sandcastle.
We don't like this boy Troy much. He lives next door and he's always inviting himself round to play. He's very spoilt and he's very rude. He does things like this.
I want it! No, me! Give it here!
And this.
But I want to play with it! Oh.
And he makes Grandpa say,
That boy needs a good talking to.
Troy's dad settled down and Troy said,
Is this for the Sunnysands Sandcastle competition?
Yes, but it's not finished yet. It's going to look like this picture.
A 2-year-old could have made a better flag than that. And what's this knight all about? Ha! Really old-fashioned.
Grandpa wouldn't like this one bit.
If we want to win, we're going to have to do it my way. Come on, we need some more shells.
Wants to do it his way, does he? Well, we'll see about that.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa! You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of magical things.
Catch me if you can!
He can get into my car and make it go. Grandpa, come back! He can fly off in my plane. Not the plane, Grandpa! He can ride on Gordon, my toy seagull. Or he could just run for all he's worth. And this time, he was running. Grandpa, stop it! Troy will see you!
Oi, Jason! Come here or else!
I didn't like leaving Grandpa on his own. But once he's got a plan in his head, there's no stopping him. Luckily, Troy's dad was busy reading his magazine. And my dad was busy stirring his paint. So they didn't see Grandpa standing the night up. Or sticking the flag back in. Grandpa, Troy's coming.
What's going on? Who put all of this stuff back? It can't have been your grandpa, because he's way too old to go crawling about on the sand.
Of course, Troy doesn't know what Grandpa can do when he's wearing his magic shrinking cap.
Where is he anyway? Probably in the hut having one of his little lie-downs.
I knew Grandpa could hear Troy being rude about him, and he wouldn't be very pleased.
Ah! What's under there? Is it a crab? I hate crabs. Ah, it's gonna bite me! Get rid of it! Get rid of it!
No problem. While I got rid of the crab, Troy started decorating the castle his way. And soon it looked like this.
Ha! How cool is that?
That's not how it's supposed to look. In our picture, the shells go round.
Who cares about your stupid picture, Jason? We're doing it my way now.
I needed Troy to get out of the way, so Grandpa could put the sandcastle back how he wanted it. Let's go and fetch more seaweed.
I was just going to say that.
As soon as we'd gone, Grandpa crept out from his hiding place and set to work. Luckily, Troy's dad was busy having a nap. And my dad was busy cleaning paint off his fingers. But Grandpa was so busy rearranging the shells, he didn't see Troy marching up the beach. So I rushed in front of him.
You're in my way!
I was trying to give Grandpa enough time to hide, when suddenly I heard...
What was that? Not another crab?
It wasn't another crab. It was Grandpa falling into the moat.
I don't get it. This is weird.
Troy had no idea just how weird. I was worried about Grandpa. I couldn't see him anywhere. But I could see these. The good news was Grandpa wasn't hurt. The bad news was he was running around the beach in his pants.
Anyone want to come for an ice cream?
Yes, please. You coming, Troy?
Oh, no.
You don't want an ice cream?
I didn't like leaving Troy with Grandpa on the loose, but I had no choice. While I was gone, Troy threw the seaweed all over the top in a mess and started taking off all the shells. I rushed back ahead of Dad and was about to say something to Troy when I heard...
Oh, no, you don't, young man.
Ah!
I am Sir Shrinkalot, and I guard Jason Mason's Sandcastle.
This time Grandpa had gone too far. He'd taken the knight's clothes off and was wearing them himself.
It was you. You moved the flags and changed the shells.
I certainly did. This is Jason's castle, and you can't expect to come marching in here and take over.
I guess not.
I had to do something. Troy was getting closer and closer to Sir Shrinkalot.
Jason! Jason the Knight!
It's just a toy, Troy.
No, it's alive. It spoke to me and everything.
Oh, Troy, you have such a fantastic imagination.
No, it really did, honest. Dad!
While nobody was looking, I grabbed the toy knight. He needed to put his clothes back on, and so did Grandpa. So I rushed round to the back of the beach hut. While Grandpa was getting dressed, I put the knight back in his place. And this time, Troy didn't dare try to stop me.
Weird.
Grandpa took off his shrinking cap and went back to his normal size.
There you are, Grandpa. Come on, they're about to start the competition judging.
And guess what? We won first prize.
I knew our Sandcastle was a winner, Jason. Teamwork, eh?
Yes, teamwork.
Teamwork? But you had a little lie down halfway through, Grandpa. It's a good job Troy was there to help out.